Me, and it feels so good. Do, 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 do. You know how to love me. And it feels so good. It's like, man, there's a lot of things going on in the world, man. You know, I was looking at a story today. Smash the like button, anybody that's coming in live. I was looking at a story today, this morning, where this lady had kidnapped her daughter, right? And it's a crazy story, right? Because the daughter is 45 years old, right? And she been missing since 1983, right? And I looked at the story and I said to myself, you know, we wasting tax dollars on things like that. I could see if it was a cold case and the young lady was dead. Peace, how you doing? How you doing, Karma? I could see if, you know, the young lady died and she was murdered, but basically she wasn't murdered. She just lived in another state for years and nobody did nothing to her. Nothing really happened to her. She just lived in the state for all those years. Since 83, she been missing. You know, so I just think that's just a way. I think that family need to heal, man. I don't think incarceration could stop that. You know, I mean, it's her biological mother that did it. You know, the daughter really don't want the mother to go to jail. She said in the interview, like, I just want them to heal. You know, let that family heal, man. You know, enough. You know, I always believe, man. Is prison really the answer for anything? You know, because it can't solve, you know, the pain. And I do believe this, right? When you see cases like that and people is happy where they at, I believe just leave the person where they at. You know what I'm saying? They live their whole life, you know, the way they live their life, and then you just happen to just pop up in their life and just say, oh well, you know, this is what happened. Your parent did this. I just think that's just, to me, I just think shit just need to be left well alone, you know, because then you start opening up old wounds and you start bringing a lot of pain and people don't need to be going through that type of nonsense, especially when they up in age, you know, and they living their life. You know, let people live their life on earth, man. You know, who is anybody to judge, man? That I feel like human beings got so much to judge other people's lives that they think they starting to think they fucking God. You know, humans think they gods. You know, like they have the final say who lives and who dies and who's guilty and who's innocent. You know, that's why we in the last days right now, because there's too much of that. You got drugs at an all-time high, dealing with people's mental illness at an all-time high. It's a whole lot of shit going on. People losing their minds, people going crazy, you know, and ain't nobody trying to help, you know. I look at that whole Rob Reiner situation. That's a sad situation, man. That and Jubilant Psych situation. It's a sad situation, man. Both of their sons killed their parents and both got drug issues, you know, and they just snapped, you know. And in society, this is what we dealing with in the world. You know, everybody sits on this high ground and they don't look at what's really going on in the world, man. Things is happening for a reason in this world, man. It's happening at an all-time craziness. How are you, the family? How's your day? My pops was on the news. That's crazy though. He was on the news talking about Donald Trump. My grandmother told me. I gotta go look on CBS News. Um, well, I got Netflix. I'll probably tune in. I know Cameron's supposed to be hosting it. Shout out to Cam. You know, Cam, Mace, and Joe and Jada. They done did, and Gillian Wallow done took the podcasting game, and even Nori done took the podcasting game to another level that these dudes is getting Netflix checks and shit like that, you know? Whereas a lot of these other podcasting niggas, they just crying about people. Hey, peace, how you doing, goddess? Peace to you, Nubia. How you doing? Yeah, they complaining about niggas beefing and hating on other people. Like, I don't get these dudes on the internet, really and truly. I just don't. They not even doing no real shit. Yeah, Kim uncle is known. My pops know his uncle Billy. Peace. How you doing, chillin' with love? How you doing, beautiful? My pops know Billy Giles. You know what I'm saying? He's the well-known boxing trainer in New York City. Everybody know Billy. You know what I'm saying? My pops was one of was known, like Kingsway Gym. Everybody know him. You know what I'm saying? His pictures in Bad Style Boxing. If you go on Bad Style Boxing, my pop's pictures in there. You know what I'm saying? But Billy Giles is a legend. You know what I'm saying? Legend in that boxing community. You know, a lot of people don't know that. You know, I met him one time. My pops, he know Shannon, but he know Shannon Briggs. He know Mark Breland, all of them. In fact, him and Mark Breland actually came up the ranks together. You know what I'm saying? My pops was a heavyweight. Mark Breland was like, I think he was a middleweight, welterweight, but they all trained. They all came out best style boxing all together. Everybody trained in it, best style boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of the, you know, lot of great fighters came up out that gym, best style boxing. You know, my pops is actually his face is in best style boxing. If you're going in, you know what I'm saying? I used to go in there. Like when I used to come from school, before we went to Kingsway, we go straight to best style boxing. You know what I'm saying? And after we go to best style, we go in the Kingsway gym. You know what I'm saying? Pops know a lot of motherfuckers though, man. A lot of motherfuckers. Southwest T and Meech. What's up with Meech? Meech supposed to get off of papers. Peace. How are you? Yeah, everybody on training best style boxing. Shannon Briggs, Mike Tyson, Zab Judah, uh, everybody. Everybody. I think even Riddick Bowe. I think Riddick Bowe even, if I'm not mistaken, was up in there too. Cause he's from Noble Drew Ali houses. But I know Riddick Bowe, he trained up in there. But I know Zab Pops and all that. Shout out to Zab Judah. You know what I'm saying? Like C. Franklin, yo, let me tell you something, right? When C. Franklin saw me, right? At first, he was like, oh, I don't fuck with the nigga bullets, right? But when my cousin told him who my pops was, he like, yo, that's your pops? Yeah, that's my nigga. Cause C. Franklin, he trained that best style boxing. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of niggas trained that best style boxing, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people trained that best style boxing produced a lot of your great fighters in Brooklyn. A lot of your great fighters in Brooklyn trained in that gym. I happened to be in that gym as a kid, as a shorty. I used to go in that gym a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like regularly as a kid. Like I said, I would be in there and I'll be in Kingsway. You know what I'm saying? I could have really did boxing. You know what I'm saying? If I took it serious, I really wish I would have. But I was playing football. So it was two things. You either do football or you do boxing, or the other was basketball. I just chose football. And football was my thing until I got hurt. I seen Zab one time in there. I seen Zab one time. I seen his pops. Actually, I met his pops. His pops used to be in there, and Zab came one time. This is years ago. Zab had he had the Bentley. It's like when Zab had just he won the belt. He had the Bentley. You know what I'm saying? I think he had like a silver gray Bentley. Was it a silver Bentley? Yeah, silver Bentley. You know what I'm saying? He came through there. I forgot who he was with. He's with somebody. I don't know who he was with, but he's with somebody. I think he was with some. I'm trying to remember because it's been so long, but I know he came through there though. What position I was a cornerback. I was a cornerback, tight end, and wide receiver, and running back. I played all three positions, but I liked the corner. I liked the tight end and I liked the corner better. You know what I'm saying? But I started at wide receiver, running back. You know what I'm saying? I did nose tackle, but I really liked the tight end. Tight end was my position, and cornerback. That was like my two positions. You know what I'm saying? But I did like the wide receiver. I got to play that too. But the corner's always been my thing, though. You know. And you know, I was a big D. I'm still a big Deion Sanders fan, so he's one of the greatest cornerbacks there is in the game. You know what I'm saying? And like when you talk about wide receiver, what's good? What's good? What's good, Harlem? You know. But yeah. Yo, it's a lot going on, man. Let's talk about it, man. The 50 Cent shit, man. So let me say this, man. Cause I don't, y'all know how I feel about these YouTube niggas, man. Like everybody talking about the 50. My opinion on this, right? On the Puffy and 50 beef, like I tell people, right? It don't got nothing to do with a female, my nigga. It got everything to do with business, and it got everything to do with a guilty by association. Puff was affiliated with Rick Ross. 50 don't like Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? What people don't understand is this, right? Is that the shit with his baby mama and all that. Like people gotta really look at it like this, right? His baby mother was with Peter Nygaard, right? Peter Nygaard had all the video vixen chicks before, you know, how could I say this? The industry niggas get PC on them, right? So they had the Daphne Joys, they had the Cassies and the Sulene. They had these chicks. Peter Nygaard had all these chicks, right? And then Puff and all the others that get them, they get them, right? But what people gotta understand is that game, that industry with these chicks, they prostitutes, industry prostitutes. I've been telling y'all that because I've been around and I know a lot of industry people since I was a shorty, my nigga. So industry people and just knowing about the industry, you know, the reason why they had these chicks around is really to draw for nigga energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. You know what I mean? And a whole lot of other shit. But a lot of them chicks, they prostitutes for the game, man. You know what I'm saying? But people be thinking like, oh, they models and all that. Nah, they ain't models, my nigga. They was passive rounds, man. You know? It don't make no sense when dudes be wifing them because they industry prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the chicks that you see. Like it's like it's so many levels in the game with industry prostitutes. Like you got the chicks, the roundaway chicks, right? They industry prostitutes too. Like the chicks that come around the niggas, the groupie type chicks, they prostituting too. The chicks that you see that be all up in the club, be in nigga sections, they prostitutes. And then it's the levels just start. It start from them, then it start from the little model chicks that be in the videos. Then it goes way to the fashion model chicks. Then for the fashion model chicks, it goes to the singer chicks. Then it goes to the actresses. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them started off as models. You know, so any chick that started off as a model, come on, bro. You know what they did. Model chicks, yo, the modeling game is the the first end of prostitution. I don't care what nobody say, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when you seen like Vanessa Williams getting caught in Playgirl magazine. You know what I'm saying? She was doing nude pictures. You see the movie Fame when Irene Cara was going into the crib, to the dude crib, and the dude told her to take off her top. That's what these chicks doing. So they been getting down, taking their clothes off, doing little sexy pics, you know, fucking and sucking. You know what I'm saying? They not new to this, they true to this. You know? And I'll be like, niggas be getting it confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like I don't know why people be thinking like, oh, them chicks ain't like they just high value prostitutes. Like you got levels of prostitution, my nigga. You got high end prostitutes. You got low end prostitutes. The low end prostitutes is the ones you see on the block. The high end prostitutes is the ones you see in the club every night. Those the high end prostitutes. You feel me? The chicks that's in the strip club, they prostitutes. Don't get it twisted. Them chicks that be in like back in the days, I remember hearing like my older cousins and uncles talking about going to Golden Lady back in the days, and niggas was in there in the wedge. Niggas was in there fucking. You heard? They was in there fucking. These bitches is stripping, but they in there fucking. You know what I'm saying? Them bitches was in there prostituting. I'm talking about like back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might can't find the videos, but they had videos. I used to see videos where them chicks was in there fucking, my nigga. And I'm talking about all them chicks that you see now that got businesses now, that got little modeling agencies, or they got a little car business, or they got a little real estate. Them bitches was in there fucking, my nigga. You hear me? They was fucking in them strip clubs. Sue's, Golden Lady, the Wedge. Giuliani had to shut down Golden Lady and the Wedge at one point because it was so wild in there. And I'm talking like 99, 2000. You know, so when people be talking about prostitution, like this shit been going on, my nigga. Like these bitches ain't no victims, bro. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no victims. Ain't no victims. You know what I'm saying? They know what they doing, bro. That's why you see like a chick like Claudia Jordan always talk about Mike Tyson. Oh, he did my friend wrong. But she was a whole prostitute. Dame exposed her. She been a pass around for a long time. You know what I'm saying? She went from rapper to industry nigga. Her homegirl, she was running in that Peter Nygard circle. You know what I'm saying? So when these niggas be blowing these bitches up, niggas be like, oh, these niggas is bugging, yo. Why they doing that? Because they know these bitches they be acting bougie. You know what I'm saying? Because they certain age now, and they in the industry, and they got little clout. But these bitches been passed around. Seriously, man. Like if you really have a conversation with a chick that been in the industry, like I talked to a lot of them. They dead ass, like when we talk, they say the truth. Listen, I had to do what I had to do to eat and get my career. They know what they had to do in a trailer. They know what they had to do to get in a video. You know, they know what they had to do. These chicks, when you see them now on Real Housewives of Atlanta, or you see them on Love and Hip Hop, or you see them on Basketball Wives, right now, if you listen to them when they talk, they gotta settle now. You understand what I'm saying? Because they life is like they done hit the wall, so they gotta settle. But when they was young, they was getting fucked, passed around. Everybody had a turn with them. Street niggas, rappers, athletes. Everybody had a turn. So when people talk about puff and you gotta expose everybody because everybody done had a turn. They be acting like, oh, because what it is the Me Too shit. It's crazy. But there's so many people that you could talk about. Actresses in Hollywood that done prostituted their way to get big careers. And it's not even funny. Look up Eddie Nash, my nigga. Look up that dude, Eddie Nash from California. You want to know the actress? And this is a big movie actress. I'm just going to give you a hint. I'm going to give you a hint. Big movie actress. She had to prostitute. Real talk. For this dude. She ended up getting her career. You know what I'm saying? Doing big movies. Married a big actor. Had kids and all that. Got divorced. Married another actor. You know, but she was a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. At a young age. Prostitute for this old dude that really was a nightclub dude. Vicious motherfucker. Vicious dude. Vicious Palestinian, man. Vicious dude, man. Vicious dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? That culture is what it is. When you go out there, you know, you gonna sell some pussy, nigga. You heard? That's why Hollywood is a fucked up place, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear that record from Shaka Khan, you think Hollywood is Hollywood, man. But Hollywood is a nasty place, man. And them bitches be they be throwing that pussy, son. Keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I heard some stories, man. Like Mia Campbell from In the House. I heard the story what happened to her. My uncle was out there. I don't even fuck with that nigga. But he was out there. He told me when he was living here with me, he told me the story how they got her turned out. You know what I mean? She lost her mind. I think she had just lost her moms, and she got with a nigga out there. Nigga got her hooked on coke. Ended up getting her hooked on coke, then got her hooked on crack. Had the bitch turning tricks, doing fucking sex tape videos and all that. They was having them Crip niggas was having they way with her. They was having they way with her, bro. They was having they way with her. I'm not even lying to you, bro. Nasty work what they did to Shorty, bro. They had, yo, son. She was a dime piece. By 2006, she was a fucking fiend. You heard? She was a fucking fiend, bro. She was a dime piece. But by 2006 and 7, she was a fucking fiend. They had their way with Shorty. Seriously had their way with her. You know what I'm saying? I seen her now. She done cleaned up, man. Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Queen. Yeah, she doing better now, but back then they did her dirty, man. They did her dirty, man. They did her dirty. She hooked up with a nigga. Nigga laced her. Yeah, nigga laced her. Nigga laced her out there. You know? He laced her. You know? Yeah. That's her mom. But yeah, nigga laced her out there. You know what I mean? She got fucked up in the game, son. You know? A couple of them got fucked up in the game out there, man. But you know, that's how it go, man. You wanna go to them parties? They lace your ass out there, man. You know, California is a doozy, bro. You a weak-minded person in that Hollywood, man. You get hooked on drugs fast. You get hooked on coke. You get hooked on dope. You get hooked on ketamine. You get hooked on meth. You get hooked on a lot of shit out there. If you ain't got the moral compass. That's why you sometimes you gotta, you know, fall back. You know, you gotta fall back. You know, when you go out there, you just want to go conduct business, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas get caught out there fucking with the bitches, and others get caught out there fucking with the drugs. And a lot of times, motherfuckers get caught out there fucking with the drugs. And that's what happens when you go to California. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about now. Or it might still be the same, but I know back then, you know, niggas got fucked up with the drugs out there. That's a dark place, man. That's why you see niggas be snapping the way they be snapping, man. You saw what happened with Rob Reiner, the dude Jubilant Sykes, his sons. People snapping out there because the drug addiction rate out there is high, my nigga. You live in California and you living a high life out there and you partying, you could get homeless quick out there. You sleeping in your cars, you have the homie. You sleeping in your cars, you know what I'm saying? You lose your spot, you know, you start shoplifting, you start doing a whole lot of shit. And then your life just take a turn for the worse, you know? Take a turn for the worse out there, man. That's why when you don't want to stay out there in LA, man. You want to get the far from the fuck out of there. Because LA is a place where it's like that, man. It's like that out there in LA, man. LA is a dark place. It's a dark place, man. It got like I don't know, like other places in California is cool. But LA just got dark ritual ties, man. Like it's so demonic, son. Like motherfuckers get caught up out there, man. You get caught up with the gangbanging, get caught up with the lifestyle, and you get caught up with the drugs. That's LA for you, man. That's LA for you. That's LA for you, man. It's crazy. You know? It's a crazy place like that, man. Everybody high, man. My uncle told me straight up. He said, yo, everybody get high out there. Real talk. That's what he told me, son. And bitches is, yo, son, you got coke, bitches will fuck with you out there, son. Because a lot of them bitches be coke heads and pill heads, man. They'll fuck with you, son. Real talk. Make the fight on right now. Let me put it on. You know? So that's how California is, man. California is, you know, say that you ain't street smart, bro. They eat your ass up. And a lot of people that go out there is really not street smart. So they get eat the fuck up quickly. You know? But like I tell people, man, that Diddy documentary, The Reckoning, they try to paint Diddy as some Jeffrey Epstein, Peter Nygaard type. Just watch. Ghislaine Maxwell gonna come out of jail, and Peter Nygaard gonna come out of jail, right? I looked at the Jeffrey Epstein shit. They want to put Michael Jackson, want to attach him to this nigga, right? This is my thing. Everybody that's attached to Jeffrey Epstein and everybody that been on that dude island was all Caucasians, okay? Let's just be honest, right? It's Republicans and Democrats, right? It's businessmen and all that and on that island. Me personally, I don't give a fuck about what's going on the Epstein Island. I don't, really. Because at the end of the day, it's deeper than some fucking females, okay? It's deeper than some fucking females. A lot of them dudes was on that island stashing money over there. A lot of them was some business shit. And to keep it all the way real, I just don't believe none of that Epstein shit at all, bro. I just don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe it. I think the only reason why they went after dude was because, you know, they needed a scapegoat and all type of nonsense. But you gotta really look at this. Oh, you got Layla Ali hosting. Look at my son Lennox Lewis, man. Yo, Lennox Lewis look like an old nigga name, son. When I see Lennox Lewis, man, he got the great beard and shit. He don't even look like Lennox Lewis, man. He look like an old Old man. And he in his 60s. But that nigga look old, son. Like, he looks smaller. He don't look like Lennox Lewis, man. Lennox Lewis used to be, bro, look, that nigga looks small. Look like the old grandpops, my nigga. You don't even I don't even recognize that nigga, man. Oh, the plans is we building a network. We doing a whole lot of shit. But yeah, like I was saying, the Epstein shit is some bullshit, man. That was a bunch of propaganda that white people keep talking about Epstein. Like, they don't give a fuck about no Epstein, bro. Like, that Epstein dude, let me tell you something. That story is fucking old with Epstein, right? They didn't give a fuck about Epstein back in 20. Oh, the book is good. It's going good. I'm trying to finish it up by 2026, but the book is going good. They didn't give a fuck about no Epstein like that, bro. Epstein was living in Miami, well, Florida. He was living in Florida, not Miami, but he was living in Florida. The dude, the at the time, George Bush was the president. Pam Bondi, who's Trump's thing, she was at the time was working. I think she was working in Florida at the time when they gave him the go to jail for a day, come home on the weekend shit. This dude was they was all around this, right? And he got the immunity during the Bush administration days, right? What people don't understand is with these cases, right? None of these white dudes care about nothing about no fucking kids. Okay? Look at the DuPont, right? The grandson. Go look that case up. I think that's in Pennsylvania. Was it Pennsylvania it was in? Or Connecticut? One of them states. This dude sexually assaulted, I think the little girl or something like that. And they gave the man probation, right? In America, bro, and this is sad to say, they do what the Romans do. This is a Roman country with a Roman system. Sick shit is kosher to these motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a lot of dudes that is the president, a lot of dudes that is getting passes. You got the dude, right? The pastor dude. He's a Trump supporter, right? The pastor dude. He got 6 months in prison. Now he had child pornography, right? The same shit they locked R. Kelly up for, where they gave him, 30 years, 20 years, 30 years, 25 years, and they gave Puff 4, right? They gave this man 6 months in prison. He was a pastor, 6 months, and he admitted that he did this. He pled guilty. He admitted he did this, and they still gave him 6 months in prison. 6 months in prison. Make this make sense. So that just tells you that it's a black man justice, and then there's a white man justice. Definitely support the Cash App, $ Bullets Gotti. I love the content. Support, please. You know what I'm saying? Please donate and support. But when it comes to these white men, they don't do no time for they sick behavior. They get a slap on the back. You know what I'm saying? They'll get probation. They just say, "Oh, I'm guilty." They get a probation. You know what I'm saying? I told people, like, the Harvey Weinstein thing, he's going to be free because his case exposed that the women lied and the way they described his penis. That's how he got a loophole to get his case overturned. And his case is going to be overturned. You understand what I'm saying? So I tell people, man, the media could tell anybody bullshit. I don't believe anything the media say. I just love watching the media because I just like to see how people believe the stupid lies that all these people say. They get a script. It's written, you know? Look at the like the Luigi Mangione case. Let me say this about that case, right? I told y'all my cousin was locked up with him in Altoona, PA. My cousin case is in Altoona, Pennsylvania, right? That's a crooked county in Pennsylvania. Luigi Mangione is going to beat his case. He's going to beat his case. Why he's going to beat his case? Because that county is so crooked that the law enforcement is very crooked, right? And they do a lot of underhanded stuff. And because they didn't read that man his rights and there's a lot of things that he did, the case is going to get overturned. And he's going to, I'm telling you, the thing is going to get thrown out. You understand what I'm saying? And I really don't believe he did that murder. I think it was somebody else. That was higher up shit. That wasn't no 20-some-year-old kid doing that. That was a dude that was a fucking assassin. That was military trained that did that. You know, y'all believe anything, just like the Charlie Kirk shit. They knew why they had to take. I don't even believe he dead. Or if he is dead, I don't know. But what I will say is, ain't happened like how they made it seem to happen. You know what I'm saying? And people believe in all these people like Candace Owens and all that, talking about she exposing. What's she exposing? She's a fucking grifter. You know? Jam Master Jay case is overturned. Who overturned this case? I thought they found them guilty. How they got overturned? Yeah, Charlie Kirk was a come on. You gotta look. His wife, this dude met his wife, right? Through Trump, right? His wife was in the beauty pageant, right? She was Miss, what was up? Miss Ohio, no, Miss Arizona. She was Miss Arizona, right? So he meets her he meets her after she was Miss America and all this, right? They put this dude and this girl together and all this. Like, come on, bro. Y'all gotta look at the nonsense, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dude was a character. Let's just keep it real, right? A lot of stuff that he took was from George Lincoln Rockwell, right? A lot of his talking points and everything. And many others, right? He took other people's talking points and he mixed it up and made it his talking points, right? But this dude was basically like supposed to be the voice for new conservatism, right? But he was just putting out a lot of negative energy out there, right? A lot of bad energy. And then when the situation happens, you know, people is talking about this and that. But he put a lot of bad energy, you know? A lot of bad energy. Like to the point where the people was quoting what he was saying. See, I watch a lot of characters and I say to myself, like, these people is just, they created, you know? The social media has created so much people that everybody's a voice. That's why me personally, like, if you really a leader of people and you really trying to change the frequency of people, you will be public enemy number one. That means you will either be in prison or you will be dead. There's no way they're going to let you rock that long. Sorry. They not. Okay? You know, so that's just how it is. You know? And he said something that was out the way and they got him out of here. Me personally, who knows what happened. But y'all got to remember something, right? America's a business, you know? You don't ever know who calls the shots on what happens. You know, just like America is in debt. We out here talking about America's back when Saudi Arabia and China is coming to collect every year and Israel is coming to collect every year. They pay cut from America. They go and get they pay from America ASAP. Real talk. They get their money. America got to pay Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? They out here lobbying for Saudi Arabia to buy Warner Brothers and HBO Max. This is what America's doing. Your president is doing right there with his son-in-law. That's why I look at the whole politics shit of America as a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? It's a business. Just say it's a business, not a country. Because it ain't that. You know, it ain't that. It never was that. You know what I'm saying? They make it seem like it's that because it sound good on TV, you know, and they tell you we proud to be American, but it's a business. Nobody understands that. America's a third world country. It's not a country. It's a third world country. It looks good on paper. That's why I always tell people. It looks good on paper. But it's not thriving. We in debt. The money is done. The money is done. U.S. Treasury said the money is over with. You know what I'm saying? You look now, everything is technology, robots, people losing jobs. It's just come on, bro. Jobs ain't never coming back, man. Ain't never coming back. The best thing is be your own entrepreneur, but jobs ain't never coming back. Them days is over with. Why you want job? See, why would they smash the like button? We got 99 people in here. Why would they want people to work? Right? Humans. Why would they want humans to work when they could use technology? They showing you entertainment, AI. Come on. They showing you with the trucking industry. We don't need truckers no more. Amazon is firing a bunch of people right now. The stores. Let's talk about the stores, the department stores, the supermarkets. Why do we need cash registers or cashiers? Why do we need cashiers when we got self-checkouts? Self-checkout is replacing shit. Just keep it real. Online shopping is replacing interaction. So the truth of the matter is jobs ain't never coming back. The boom of America is never there. It already showed you during C-19 how many businesses shut down. How many businesses shut down? Unemployment is at an all-time high in America, right? Homes are being foreclosed every day. Homelessness is happening every day. People are being fired from their jobs, so they can't pay bills no more. People ain't in a reality. You know what I'm saying? People ain't in a reality. People is in a mindset where they think that this is a reality. That's why I told people when I first came on the internet, this is smoke and mirrors. This is deception. Because when people are so far gone in the matrix that they believe this is the reality, when the reality is they replacing you with technology, when the reality is that it ain't no immigrant that's taking your fucking jobs. The immigrant gonna be out of a job just like you gonna be out of a job. So all of y'all gonna be out of jobs in a minute. What that pandemic showed people is that nothing matters. The pandemic showed us the blueprint. Just remember, how many businesses went out of business during the pandemic? How many people was unemployed during the pandemic? How many people had to work through home during the pandemic? This is what people got to understand, bro. America is not the Americas no more. Let's keep it real. We just got politicians just telling us anything. They don't give a fuck. You know? Corporations don't give a fuck. They don't care. But what people gotta understand is they never cared about working class people. You know, I never understood why people thought that this country was for the working class. It never was. It was for the owners. If you're an owner, they care about you. If you're not an owner, why the fuck would they care about you? You just somebody that's getting a check every day, working, busting your ass. Why would I care for you? You're not an owner of a business. You're not an owner of property. You're not an owner. This country is about owners. Owners. That's all it's about. Owners. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never get the rationale of people, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that. And I hear these motherfuckers be crying about, oh man, oh dude, this is gonna happen. It was gonna happen anyway. Y'all crying. What the fuck is y'all niggas be crying about? Waking. Listen, man. If people wanna be sleeping, let them sleep. Y'all crying about what? Y'all talking about shit that already happened. Like when y'all listen to these people, like, not just the songs, but all these dudes that be talking. I be laughing, like, okay, what else? We been heard this shit. What y'all don't understand is, that's what it was bound to happen like this. It's like, these things was predicted 20, 30 years ago. People just now, come on, man. Y'all just now waking up. Y'all just now realizing that. Come on, man. Y'all just now, come on, bro. Come on, man. Everything in this country been a lie, bro. The wars, all that, bro. Y'all gotta understand something, man. These white men been fighting wars in countries that was melanated for how many years, bro? Like people talk about, oh, but they fought, you know, they did the World War and they fought against, you know, Germany, but they never win it. Like people gotta say Germany and all those European countries, Italy and all that. There was no resources for them to take, and they wasn't trying to overthrow Germany or Italy and all that. You understand what I'm saying? And it's still leaders. You gotta understand, they installed their leaders in countries that was of color people. So if you go in a place like Vietnam, you disrupt the power structure, you knock off the president, and then somebody like a Ho Chi Minh comes in power with the Viet Congs. You look at them as they the villains, but really they really wasn't the villains. Look at a Cuba, go all these places. You know what I'm saying? You look at the Spanish American War. They went in there and they went and pillaged these people. These people ain't want to be a part of no Americas. They wanted their own thing. They brought these people in here. They went in there, bum rushed Puerto Rico, went in Cuba, you know, because Cuba at one point was a part of America at one point. You know what I'm saying? It was a part of America because they had their leader in there, what was Batista. You know what I'm saying? But when Castro came over, that's when they discontinued. But these are things that I always say, man. Like they only fight these wars with these countries for a reason. You know, but they don't go fight wars with places like that. They don't want to go in these white European countries and do none of that because it doesn't bring them any resources. They want resources. They want a power structure. You know what I'm saying? So if I go in the Middle East, not the Middle East, but if I go in Northeast Africa, which is Iraq, if I go in Iraq and I see they got all this oil and all this resources, and then we go to Afghanistan, we get the dope. What's good, Trevor? I gotta call you, bro. We got the dope. We got the dope out there in fucking Afghanistan. We gonna go get that dope out them poppy fields. And then we gonna get that then we gonna get that weed that's out of there. And then we gonna take all the resources and we gonna bring all that shit back. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was about. We're gonna have these independent contractors go over there and do what it do. You know, it ain't never been about no fucking no wars for democracy for these countries. The wars was the business. The business. America is a business. It's a Fortune 500 business. It's corporations. These dudes is killers. They make you believe, like I'm gonna keep it real. After World War II and World War One, they say, yo, I'm done fighting wars against the European. We ain't fighting against these dudes. These are people. You gotta look. That's why I always say Russia and America would never be enemies because they never was enemies. But people believe that. Who you think? Who you think helped them out during the time? Who you think helped them out during the time when they wanted to get at Hitler? The red coats, right? You know what I'm saying? And you look at any war that the Russians and America was in, they was on the same side in them wars, giving both sides ammo. They was on the same side. They wasn't fighting each other. They had proxy wars for territory. But at the end of the day, they about resources. They about manufacturing weapons. So if I give Iran and Iraq guns, you know what I'm saying, and they fighting, this is business. It's big business. You feel me? So they ain't really got no beef. They ain't never had no beef. That was the biggest misconception that America ever told. That's like the biggest lie the devil ever told, is that these people got beef with each other. They don't have beef. It's chess, not checkers. America's a business. Why would they want to fight war when they know if we go bomb each other, we gonna fuck up our bag? Why we do that? Why you think every time when they had a conflict, a bombing each other, or almost hit each other, that they saved each other? Do you know during Y2K, America helped out Russia to get rid of their old bombs that they had? Those are not enemies. Those are partners. Those are allies. When America and Russia got back tight, when they was not the USSR, they cut Cuba off. They had Cuba in the fucking cold, my nigga. Straight like that. Had them in the cold. They told Cuba, fuck y'all. We getting this bag with America. We don't need y'all. And Cuba had to get resources from Venezuela. Because the person that motherfucking was they homies, that they thought, cut them off like a bad habit. Because that's what it is. You know what I mean? Israel run all the security. Like, Israel run all the banking, and they run all the what you call it? The security. So all the surveillance, that's Israel. You know? But people don't understand, man. It's deeper than Nino Brown, man. Like my man Christopher Williams was talking about the Book of Akbar. He ain't lying. He ain't lying in that interview. That's a good interview. That Christopher Williams interview on Breakfast Club, he ain't lying about that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't lying about that. He said some real shit. Africa ain't the original name. I don't never understood why people keep saying Africa. It has so many names, but the original name is Al-Kebulon, which is Kemet. You know? They ran with the Africa name after fucking European went over there, Leo Africanus, and pillaged and raped pillaged and did the country terribly. He pillaged the country. Let me not say the R word. He pillaged it. You know? And after he did that, you know, they renamed the place. So all those names was like European names. It had nothing to do with that landmass. You know? But they make you believe that that's the history. But I ain't gonna lie though. Listen about that book of Akbar, that sound better than the BS they was trying to put out there with New Jack City. You know what I'm saying? The cryptocurrency and shit. Cause crypto, be honest, crypto been around a long time. But I don't fuck with crypto. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't fuck with crypto in 2025. It's compromised. I don't think nobody should fuck with crypto in 2025 because it's compromised. Once the government runs anything or is publicly traded or the government got their hands in it, that shit ain't legitimate no more. It's fugazi now. You know what I'm saying? But they had to do that because people was getting too much money. That's just like the casinos. Once the government got their hand in casinos, people can't win no money. You know what I'm saying? Just like the lotto, right? The lotto, they select who is to win the money. I've been gambling my whole life, right? I was going to number holes and all that as a shorty. You know, I respect number holes than going to the lottery. Because the lottery is government compromise. They have a sanction on what you get. You know what I'm saying? You ain't making no real money. You getting peanuts. You know what I'm saying? And if they tax it, because y'all understand, shout out to Black Hand in the building, OG. See my brother Prince in the building. You know, anytime you gotta pay taxes, because the tax, this is my thing with taxes, right? I'll keep it real with y'all. Taxes, it shows you it's a sham, right? That's why I say America is full of contradiction. It's a contradiction country, right? And it's a lot of hypocrisy in America, right? And I'm gonna explain to you why. This country, right, supposed to be founded off of not paying taxes, right? Because they didn't want to pay taxes to the queen. So they did the whole Boston Tea Party BS. They love talking about this, right? They did the Boston Tea Party. They went to war. They overthrew the British government, right? Because of taxes, right? And they turn around, right? They turn around and do the same shit here in America with the taxes shit. But the crux of it is they give tax breaks to who they give tax breaks to. So if you a black man that's successful and you miss paying your taxes, they locking your black ass up. Real talk. But if you's a wealthy, rich, white dude, you gonna find loopholes. You gonna take your money overseas on an island somewhere. And you ain't gonna keep it here. But if you black and you got money, they coming for your bag. That's why you see all your black entertainers, they got money issues. They got to continue to keep touring. They got to continue to do movies. That's smoke and mirrors. When everybody be saying black entertainers is rich and wealthy, that's the biggest lie, man. That's the biggest lie, man. They not. They not. They not. They got to continue to keep entertaining, keep touring, keep running that bag up. They got to keep doing that because they got bills and they got debts. Real talk. When they go to them rich white dudes, they got no debts. No debts. Why? Because they take their money overseas. They got private islands where they stash their cash. You ain't gonna never, they ain't gotta do a movie. They ain't gotta do a tour. They don't gotta do none of that. They can sit back on that money because they got tax breaks and they got politicians that's in their back pocket. They got lobbies. You got billionaires you wouldn't even know that got ties with certain. I could tell you names of rich motherfuckers you ain't never know. You don't know none of these rich motherfuckers. You know, I'm talking about the Koch brothers. You know what I'm saying? I could give you more names of rich motherfuckers. You would never know who these rich dudes is. Because you would never see these names on anybody platform. But they got a lot of money. Lot of money. And these dudes is not out here spending the bag on taxes. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these dudes, that's why they got to keep hustling. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you think, oh, they don't own nothing, bro. We don't own, like, people got to understand, we don't own nothing, bro. We don't own nothing, bro. We don't own nothing. Black people done made YouTube the biggest thing, right? But ain't no black creators is bigger than Mr. Beast. I don't care if you Cas or not. I don't care if you Talib. I don't care if you academics. I don't care who you is. They ain't bigger than Mr. Beast. They ain't bigger than the Paul brothers. Aiden, bro. They ain't bigger than none of them. None of them. Black dudes on here fighting for fucking crumbs. They got the head nigga in charge. Man dingo fighting like slaves. You know what I'm saying? Beefing over petty money. Hating on the next nigga. And you got these white dudes like Mr. Beast and all these dudes. They making money. They in the mainstream society. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing what you doing. They making real deals. They making real money. These niggas can't even cut a deal. And it's only going to be maybe one or two black content creators that's going to be famous. The rest of them, they just going to tear them down. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never understood. Like, how can people, when you don't own shit, you beefing? It's just like a nigga beefing over a block. You don't own the fucking block. How the hell you going to kill a nigga over a block you don't own? Make it make sense. You don't own a block. So it's the same thing when it comes to these YouTube niggas. These internet dudes, these internet personalities. All black internet personalities is broke. Let's keep it real. They ain't really making no real money. You know what I'm saying? They still stuck in a lane where they talking about nigga shit all day. But you got these white YouTubers and streamers, they making shitload of money. You got the Paul brothers, they doing boxing, they doing wrestling, they got this, they got that, they in the movies. And you got these white dudes getting rich. They getting rich. And black niggas out here beefing and ain't getting no money. Come on, bro. They let a black dude in, they may be letting 3 or 4 in, and that's it. That's it. The rest, they ain't letting y'all in. But majority, look how many of them is successful in the whole. I keep it real with you, bro. All that beefing, y'all done stopped the whole bag. Just look at it. Adam 22 controls the whole. Oh, yeah? Royal, you know how to box? I ain't know you know how to box. But, yeah, Adam 22 and Trap Lord Ross and 1090 Jake and Vlad, they run urban culture, man. Let's just keep it real. Nobody, let's keep it real, right? anybody that's black, right? They going on these platforms, and I'm talking about the successful dudes. They going on their platforms before they go on yours. Let's keep it real. Look who they look. They don't even recognize a black platform. You remember back in the days, black media meant something. What do black media means now? Gossip, nigga shit, Tasha K nonsense, bunch of weird nigga shit. We went from having media that was talking about the culture, having great conversations, to just having niggas just with voices and a mic. Let's keep it real, man. Goofy niggas and bitches with mics. How we go from Gil Noble, Tony Brown, Don Cornelius, Donnie Simpson, Joe Clay and all them, right? To what we go through now, right? Radio. Let's look at radio. Look at Hot 97. Look at Power 105, right? Both stations are not black-owned stations at all, right? Hot 97, before it was a hip-hop station, was a freestyle Caucasian station, right? They made it a hip-hop station to compete with Kiss, which was another station that was owned by Caucasians. Was not a black station either, right? To compete with Kiss FM and to compete with a real black station in WBLS, right? Which I told y'all the other day was on top of the Apollo Theater, okay? That's WBLS was on top of the Apollo Theater, right? They was competing with WBLS. Hot 97 grew this steam and all that. But as time progressed, Kiss FM got bought out. ESPN took that, right? Hot 97 branched on with WBLS because it got bought. WBLS got bought. And Hot 97 branched itself with the company, right? Hot 97 is not going to last any longer, right? That station going to be, it's over with, right? The people that own it don't care about black radio or black music. Black music and black radio died a long time ago. Like I said, the realest black station there is and always been since I was a kid was WBLS. 107.5 is the personification of black radio. Straight like that. Hot 97 was never black radio. It was hip-hop radio, but it became hip-hop radio when the freestyle shit was a dub. Okay? And they had to go with hip-hop, and they didn't even want to put hip-hop on that station. They had no choice. Hip-hop was the hottest thing. And Flex was just known for being the biggest club DJ at the Palladium, at the Tunnel, and at the Red Zone. They put him on that station. See, he's the first DJ on that station. That's why he's still on that station till now. Because he started on that station in 1993 when it wasn't a hip-hop station. When he had the Street Jam mix. Okay? So, that's why Flex got the head of the radio. He's the head dog over there. I got you, Prince. He the head dog over there. Because he's the program director. And he's the one that cuts the checks, hires and fires who he wants, right? He got his group of people that he's loyal to. Red Alert, who he worked under in Kiss. And Chuck Chill Out, who he worked under at WBLS. He got fired at WBLS. Then he went back to Kiss, right? And worked under Red Alert, right? He did what he did, but this is the thing what people don't understand. High 97 been done. People gotta understand. High 97, right? In 2008, right? The same company that owned Power 106 at the time owned High 97. When they let go Miss Jones, Big Boy took over the morning show, right? And then Big Boy went back to California, right? High 97 been going through this shit that they've been going through for years. That station, they've been having problems because Sirius Radio been fucking over, you know, them hip hop stations. When you got stations like Rock the Bells, Shade 45, I've been listening to Sirius Radio for years. Why the fuck would they need a Hot 97 when you could listen to fucking Sirius Radio? I watch both. I fuck with Uncle Ralph and I fuck with Bobby Simmons. I met both dudes actually in real life. Why would they fuck with Hot 97 when you basically got Sirius Radio that been taking over since the late 2000s going into 2010s and the 2020s? You know what I'm saying? I mean, to keep it real with you, right? That station always been a hip hop station, and it was for younger people, right? They always played commercial rap, you know. It was a pro Jay-Z station for years. I don't know where niggas talk about New York rap. That station was a pro Jay-Z station. Y'all niggas wasn't mad when they was pro Jay-Z? Cause if Jay-Z ain't fucking co-sign your music wasn't getting played up there. Let's keep it real. You had to either be artist signed to Bad Boy or affiliated with certain type of labels that was hot. And Hot 97 was pro Jigga Man. And they was pro Rockefeller. So I don't know why niggas is getting all salty talking about, oh, niggas wasn't playing New York rap. My nigga, they been playing out of town niggas since the 90s. Where y'all niggas been at? They was playing Cash Money on High 97, I remember. They was playing Master P on High 97. So what are y'all niggas talking about? They wasn't playing. They been playing these niggas. They was playing these niggas since the 2000s. They ain't never played fucking New York underground rappers. And to be honest with you, right? A lot of these New York underground rappers wasn't that great at all. That's why a lot of them didn't get played. So a lot of them gotta stop talking about niggas ain't playing. A lot of y'all wasn't that great as artists, bro. There's only a select few that's great. Like you see, like a Max B or Stack Bundles, you know what I'm saying? Or Red Cafe, Fred the Godson or Vado. Those dudes slid through the cracks because their music was hot. Y'all niggas' music wasn't hot. Y'all niggas' music wasn't hot. Y'all music was trash. There's no hate. It just is what it is. Sean Price, they played Sean Price music. But what people gotta understand is, like Saigon, right? I hear Saigon, he mad about that shit. Let me say this about Saigon. Saigon is salty because he was at a Hot 97 event and attacked a legendary act like Mobb Deep. Mobb Deep got more clout than Saigon. And Jay-Z wasn't going to stick. He wasn't signed to Jay-Z. So he wasn't going to do so much that helped Saigon get played on Hot 97. His music wasn't all that nice. Let's just keep it real. So when nigga get mad and talk about, like, nigga, who Hot 97 gonna go for? They gonna go for Mobb Deep, or they gonna go for the nigga that snuffed Mobb Deep? Like, come on, bro. Like, niggas gotta understand, like, a lot of niggas' music wasn't that great, bro. It wasn't that great. In the 2000s, bro, I'll be honest with you. The years of, like, great New York rappers was like the 90s. The 90s era had an era where a lot of great talent came out of. That early, mid to late 90s. 2000s, early 2000s had great talent. But the bulk of the talent came out of that 90s era. Right? So when you get to the 2000s, all these niggas that came out was fake wannabe 50 Cent niggas. All of them. All of them. Fake 50 Cent wannabe niggas. Ain't nobody had their own fucking story. Everybody wanted to be the toughest nigga, a goon. Everybody got shot. Everybody got a nigga been to jail. Everybody wanted to be 50 Cent. Nobody could make a fucking song. And then they hated on certain niggas that had a little buzz. Like, Gravy had a buzz. Niggas hated on Gravy, right? Red Cafe, he did his thing. Niggas hated on Son, right? Stack Bundles did his thing. You know, niggas had different type of lanes with them. But then you got these other niggas like the Maino niggas, right? Maino came in the game. His claim to fame is bullying DJs and rappers. It wasn't off of talent. I mean, he was fucking with Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim was his girl. He was having sex with her. That was his girl, right? So, you with somebody like Lil' Kim, of course you gonna get radio play. And then, when Lil' Kim drop you like a bad habit, another person picks you up, 50 Cent. He co-signs you, you get your deal, and then you get a little motion because you got the 50 Cent co-sign. But a lot of these niggas didn't have the talent. Nobody was really, like, I don't give a fuck what a nigga mixtape. Like, niggas got this confused. Like, Mike's song, right? Mike's song, yeah, he was popping on the tapes, but Mike's song didn't have a fucking record that you could say was so fucking great, my nigga. He had a buzz. Yeah, he had a mixtape buzz. He was on Mace album. He was on the Violator album. He was on the Rough Rider album. But Mike's son ain't have no records that say, yo, that shit go crazy. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a buzz like a $500,000. You know what I'm saying? Or the Locks. Or many others I could name that had mixtape buzz that you said, oh, them niggas was fire on the tapes. Nigga ain't had that. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's a social activist. Because rapping didn't work for the nigga. And it's just the truth. Sometimes people got to look at the truth and be honest, man. A lot of niggas just didn't have legendary appeal. You know? 50 Cent worked because 50 Cent work ethic spoke for itself. A lot of these dudes' work ethic didn't speak, bro. You know? It didn't speak. Just like when it goes to like Rockefeller, right? I was watching a video where Bleak was talking about, Cam and Bleak was talking about 50 Cent. Yeah, he my son is Sharif and Old Dog. He's a big hypocrite. But this is my thing with Memphis Bleak, right? Beanie Siegel was the talent on Rockefeller. I tell y'all this all the time. Nobody gave a fuck about no Memphis Bleak album. I ain't never in my life bought a Memphis Bleak album, cared for a Memphis Bleak record. I thought all his songs was garbage. I'm keeping it real with y'all. All of and it's not no hate, it's not no shade. It's just his music was trash. I didn't feel nothing for his music. I only listened to Beans verses, and I only listened to Jay-Z verses. And I wasn't even a big Jay-Z fan. I just liked it. I just liked the Beans, and I liked it a couple of Jay-Z. I told y'all the only albums I had from Jay-Z was Volume 3, Dynasty, and Best of Both Worlds with him and R. Kelly. Right? Other than that, I was never like big. Now Beans, that's a different story. That's a different thing. I was a big Beans. Like Beans, every album was I had the truth, the reasons, becoming. I didn't get solutions, but them three was my favorite albums, front to back. Bleak, I ain't never think of Bleak like that. As no, like, come on, bro. Bleak was trash. Just being honest. I ain't like none of his records, bro. His flow was mediocre. They put Bleak out for like promo for Jay-Z albums, for next Jay-Z albums. Like, it's like, come on, son, what the fuck? And like his voice just was annoying, son. Like, what you mean he ain't doing like me, like Bleak? Like, come on, son. I hate that nigga verses, bro. I hate when they used to put that nigga, like, why you, like, my thing was, why they used to put this nigga on songs, bro. Like, his hooks was trash. What you think of that? I love the streets. What you think of that? What you think of that? Like, come on, son. Garbage, bro. Garbage, my nigga. Garbage, bro. I used to watch Rap City, bro. I couldn't watch his videos, bro. When his videos used to come on, I could not sit and watch his videos. I had to get out the room. Like that Do My Ladies Run That. I hated that record, man. Hated that record. Hated that record, son. Hated that, bro. I was not a I told y'all, like, I was not like big on Rockefeller. It took me a while to like Rockefeller, bro. Seriously. Took me a while to like Rockefeller, man. And it was Beans that made me like it. Every Beans verse, I quoted every Beans verse, like, come on, son. Cause that was my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? That was my favorite rapper. Still my favorite rapper. But Bleak, trash. Fucking trash. And he thought he could battle a nigga like, come on. Catch me on the block repping the. Yo, like, Hey Poppy. I liked the record Hey Poppy, but I hated Bleak verse on it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Rockefeller had some good visuals, but I just hated the nigga's verses. You know? And I was just a big Rough Riders. I was a big, like, me personally, it was Rough Riders and Bad Boy for me. And then Pac was my favorite rapper. Nas my favorite rapper. But everything that Bad Boy and Rough Riders was putting out, that's what I was listening to. That's what I fuck with. Bad Boy, Rough Riders, that East Coast, that's what I fuck with. And Wu-Tang. Big Ghostface Killer fan. Big Raekwon fan. Big Method Man fan. Fuck with Old Dirty. That's what I like. That's what I like. I wasn't no Rockefeller. Like, Rockefeller, me, I was like, they ain't let my man Beans win, man. They ain't let my man Beans, like, Beans was the best nigga in the whole group. Mobb Deep all day. You know? Like, that's the only reason why I listen, like I said, the only reason I listened to Rockefeller was because of Beanie Siegel. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really, me personally, I didn't really gravitate to 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 um to Rockefeller till I heard Beans, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? And I still listen to Beans till this day. You know what I'm saying? This Philly cat back at it, still fucking with that black magic, still fucking with the crack addicts. It ain't the bucks, it's the rush that gotta keep my ass at it. They think I think ass backward. Come on, son. He said, what he said? He said late night, club night, Maca track dikes. I pull up, Cadillac, truck twice. 2 guns, you know, Mac pack that twice. This, that, right, when you live that life. And you... Come on, son. That's my dude right there, boy. He ain't gonna never come up with that paperwork. He's a rat. They ain't never had a run, man. Rockefeller ain't never had a run. I remember that whole era, bro. I don't know where y'all niggas keep talking about. Like, niggas got, I don't know if y'all niggas got y'all history fucked up or y'all acting like niggas wasn't alive. I ain't these young niggas that don't know the history. All right? Rockefeller had 1 year, 2 years, I'll say. He had a 2-year run. No, not even 2 years. It's a 1-year run. That transitioned to the next year. It was 2001 and 2002. After 2001, 2002, 2003 was all G Unit. And they was sharing that year with Murder Inc. Because Murder Inc. had radio on Smash. Everything was Murder Inc. You know? Everything was Murder Inc. Straight up and down. Because once DMX fell back, Ja Rule just took over. Like when 336 came out, it was all Ja Rule. Like Vidi Vendici was my album. But when that 336 came out, I played that shit religiously. Every song on that album is my favorite song. 6 Feet Underground, Ecstasy, fucking Die, motherfucking Put It On Me. What's my shit? What's my shit? Murder, yeah, that's on there too. That was on the Fast and Furious soundtrack. That, Between Me and You. Yeah, DMX had 97 to 2000. He came in 97, and then 2000 he just, I don't know, man. Like X shifted after 2000, bro. But he had 97 because he came in. He was on Everything Smoking 97. He was on Mace album. He was on LL album, and DMX was smoking it. That nigga X was that dude. It was Mason X for me. You know, Mason X. They was the 2 dudes that had hip hop. Like, cause you had DMX and you had Mace. Those were the 2. That was in my opinion, they was like the faces of New York at that time. Cause they was the 2 dudes that was like popping. Like X had that first album, and Mace is on his first album. And X is on Mace's first album. So they was the 2 that really had the city. You know, and then Mace fell back. I remember when he retired on Flex. I remember when he called in that night and he retired. Once he retired, X just carried it on his back. That nigga carried the whole culture on his back. And then X fell back, got into acting, and then Ja Rule just took it over. Rule was that nigga, son. I give Rule his flowers, man. It's just he didn't play his hand well, cause Cause once he started beefing with 50 and then the whole industry started dissing him, cause you got Busta Rhymes dissing you, you got Jay-Z dissing you, you got 50 dissing you, you got Eminem dissing you, you got Dr. Dre dissing you. How you gonna win that battle? And then you got 50 and G Unit just going crazy on you. He lost that battle, you know? And 50 just took over. Get Rich, every car was playing Get Rich or Die Trying in 2003. 50 Cent Mania was different. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. It took me a minute to be a 50 fan. Because I was fucking with Rule heavy. I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy. My mom's ex-boyfriend got me to fuck with 50 because he played that album non-stop in the V. And I had no choice but to love that fucking album. And that made me become a 50 fan. Cause I couldn't go in a barbershop without niggas talking about 50. When niggas saw 50 come to the VMAs with Vivica, yo, niggas was talking about that shit. The mixtapes, like, it was 50 Cent Mania. You know what I'm saying? You had to like his reign was the craziest reign ever in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, Jay-Z, in my opinion, he just never had an era. He had a moment, but he ain't never had an era. Nas had an era. You know what I'm saying? Nas had an era. Jay-Z just had a moment. That's it. I mean, I was never like a big Jay-Z fan, bro. I liked his music to a certain extent, certain joints, but I never was like a big whole fan. Hold on one second. Damn, son. It's crazy. Yeah. Nah, yeah. Jay-Z just had good, he just knew how to collaborate with the right artists, man. Y'all gotta really look at Hove impact. If you collaborate with Mariah Carey, you collaborate with Blackstreet, you collaborate with Mary J. Blige, you collaborate with all these R&B singers, collaborate with Foxy, you collaborate with certain artists, you know, it helps your career. You know what I'm saying? Drake took the formula, but the difference with Drake and Hove is Drake has more of a bigger appeal in him. And his fan, and he really got big records by himself. Whereas Jay, you know, he didn't have a big song until he did the Empire State of Mind shit with Alicia Keys. That's his biggest record. If you really look at it, his biggest record, his biggest song is an Empire State of Mind with Alicia Keys. All them other joints, yo, damn, this nigga Woodley stay losing, son. Anderson Silva ain't even a boxer, and he washed up Woodley, man. This nigga Woodley stay losing boxing matches, man. These niggas be bums, bro. But yeah, if you do big records like that, bro, come on, man. You got Kanye West giving you your sound, but you taking the sound from Beans. He took Beans' sound. Salute, Snow. He took Beans' sound. Like, Beans was the one that had the Bank production and the Just Blaze production and the Kanye West production. He takes Beans' sound from the Truth and he use it and make it his sound. You know what I'm saying? But he really didn't have a sound. You know what I'm saying? He was taking other niggas' sounds. You volume 2, you taking DMX sound. You know, because you see the formula that him and Irv and Swiss Beats did. You really wanted Dane Grease to do the album, but you didn't get Dane, so you got Swiss. And you got Irv. But you taking his sound. You leeching off of the Bad Boy sound, off of volume 1. So it's like he never had like an original style, man. He just took from other niggas. You know, Reasonable Doubt, he is a mixture of, you know, AZ style, Nas style, and Camp Low style. You know what I'm saying? And gumbled it up and made it his style. You know, a little bit of Biggie too. You know, so the man ain't never had no real style, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, yo, when they say, Jay-Z the GOAT, I'm like, how he the fucking GOAT, nigga? In my opinion, he's never been a GOAT to me, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, GOATs to me is Pac. Like, Tupac is a GOAT. Nas is a GOAT. Like, come on, bro. You know, all that other shit, like, come on, bro. You done took other niggas' verses. You know what I'm saying? You rapping other niggas' bars. He took the nigga, like, he took many rappers' balls. Like, I can't call you a GOAT rapper when you rapping other niggas' lyrics. And you stealing other niggas' style. That's just not, to me, that's just not a GOAT to me. You heard what Conway just said. They asked him, yo, you gonna get a Jay-Z collaboration? You heard what Conway said? He said, yo, son ain't in that space. Why? Because, nigga, you can't take nobody lyrics. Ain't no nice niggas out here. So, of course, you ain't in that space. But you see a nigga like Nas, this nigga's putting out fire. Putting out fire. It proved that this nigga been the GOAT. He been the GOAT. What you think about Adam 22 going on for? Listen, they allowed that white boy to treat them like bitches. They allowed that white boy to disrespect them. I have no respect for none of them dudes that go on Adam 22. Adam 22 wanted me and my partner to come on his platform, No Jumper. That nigga follows me on Instagram. I don't follow Adam 22 because I'm not a fan. I'm not a stan. I don't have no issue with him. He's a businessman. I get his whole shtick. He's a businessman. But me personally, I'm not a slave, and I don't want to be used as no minstrel show for nobody. And it ain't no race thing. Is I'm not being no fucking minstrel show for no white man to use me like I'm some clown. All right? Not doing that. These other dudes, they moral compass is different than mine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no Munchie B, a dude putting his feet on me and kicking me. I ain't none of these other dudes where he basically knowing these niggas is not, they intellect is not that high. So he play on these dudes' intellect and basically do them niggas dirty. What I look like getting played and getting disrespected on some platform, you got me fucked up. I build my own shit. I ain't trying to be on your shit. Niggas gotta have morals, bro. Dudes don't got morals. That's why you see all these dudes going on. Like, shout out to Yayo. I respect Yayo. You gonna start seeing Yayo no more on Vlad. He got his own podcast. You know why? You know, you don't let these motherfuckers use you. You know what I'm saying? Get your own shit. You know what I mean? They want to hear your stories. Go on your own podcast. Don't have niggas use you. I don't respect dudes that they go on these dudes podcasts and they use them to say criminal or start off fake beefs. You know, you got dudes like you gotta look. We know Whack 100 is a Sambo. You know what I'm saying? We know he's an agent of chaos. Just gotta look at a dude like that. That dude ain't for his community. That dude, his thing is the start fake beef. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing positive come out that man's mouth. Everything to him is negative Nancy bullshit. He loved to start beef. He loved drama. You know what I'm saying? He loved drama and he loved nonsense. And that nigga Anderson Silva's English got good, B. That nigga English got good, bro. But yeah, yeah, niggas like Whack, man, he out of pocket, bro. You know, you gotta understand he's an agent. He getting dudes locked up. That's what his job is. His job is to get dudes locked up. You know? Look at all these dudes. These dudes get on their platforms and he know these dudes are stupid. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel no sorry for Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon was a bozo. Sorry to tell you, he was a bozo. Loose Cannon was a bozo. Brick Baby was a bozo. These just bozos. You know what I'm saying? Dudes don't got no common sense. Y'all get what y'all asked for. Y'all went on a platform, y'all dry snitch, and now y'all locked up. I don't feel sorry for them niggas. They gonna give what they say they giving Loose Cannon 30 years, and other nigga he gonna get 20 or 25 years. Come on, just look at these dudes. They went out bad, bro. Went out like bozos. Straight up. You know? He's all of that. Pathological lie and all that. Do you think he's racist? I mean, he's a culture vulture. You know? That tells you everything about him. He's a culture vulture. Anybody that vultures the culture, you got people that like the culture, and then you got people that exploit the culture. Right? Homie is an exploiter of the culture. He doesn't put the positive side of the culture on his platform. They put the negative side of the culture on the platform. Like, for example, Pee Wee Kirkland did an interview with Vlad. Vlad ain't never gonna call Pee Wee Kirkland back on his platform. You know why? Because he didn't give him the information that he wanted. A lot of those interviews with people, they want you to dry snitch on yourself, or they want you to speak ignorant as possible so they can, you know, exploit it. I don't get that logic. I don't understand the logic of people going on these platforms. I get it, they bigger platforms, but they not helping and they not helping the message. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, like, when I build my network, you gonna see a whole different, like what Puff did with Revolt, like what Dane doing with American New, or what 50 did with This Is 50. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change the trajectory of journalism and of everything when I start my network. Cause I really wanna start something that's different. Like, look at Man Papa, right? That clown had a platform. his dumb ass didn't look at what he had, right? He could have had one of the biggest platforms ever, but some niggas ain't business minded and some niggas is just stupid, right? Shout out to Botswana in the building. I love all my international supporters. I got a lot of international supporters and I want to give them a big shout out because I never knew that I was huge overseas and I got a lot of support overseas. So shout out to all my overseas supporters, just like my American supporters. Shout out to them. So Mav Hoffa has a platform, but he got all these people up there, right? That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. He got a platform where he has people like Gat Murder, um, the Spinoza dude, Mecca, Champ, Esso, Heineken, right? And bigger. So he had a channel where he could have made all these dudes and make money, but he don't want to piece nobody off, you know? Because his greed and his jealousy of not seeing none of his people be successful. Now, if you got a platform, and I got all these guys on a platform with me, and the money we could make all together, right, with this YouTube platform, right? I should be thinking about, okay, I got this dude, I got Champ here, got Bigger here, got Heineken here, got Big, got Gat Murder here, I got all these dudes here. We can make so much money together building a network. And everybody got their lanes. But that nigga wasn't about none of that. His mind was, I'm gonna get all the money for myself. Fuck these dudes. That's why his blessings got blocked. He had a revolt deal. That revolt deal was cut, right? He lost that, right? He lose the revolt deal. He's back to doing his podcast in the barbershop. He loses the barbershop because dudes is shooting up the barbershop. See, these niggas, they don't understand business because these niggas ain't business-minded niggas. You understand what I'm saying? When you dealing with Jay jerking niggas, these dudes are jerks. They get jerks all the time, right? You gotta understand, Mav Hoffa was a broke nigga. That nigga don't know nothing about no fucking business. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact, Karma. They don't know nothing about no fucking business, Mav Hoffa. You gotta remember, this nigga Smack got all these niggas under 360 deals, and ain't nobody is making money in battle rap. Every battle rapper you see is broke. It's broke. You heard? It's broke. You know what I'm saying? And they know that. So this is why a lot of them gotta do different type of things to keep they head above water and keep themselves, still striving. But they ain't making no money. Math just got lucky and say, yo, battle rap ain't working. I'ma do this internet shit. And look what happened. This nigga interviewing Man Do Warrior, Bad Vibes, and 10 Toes Down again. Like, make that make sense. Make that make sense. That just showed you, like, Jada and Fat Joe killed Math Hoffa's platform. Shout out to Joe and Jada. Love the podcast. And they got to deal with fucking Netflix killing these niggas, right? And then you got Cam and Mace killing these niggas, right? But Math had the whole platform. He was the dude. Everybody like, yo, Math. They killed Math, right? So this is why he got to bring somebody like a Zip with the Drip on his platform. He got to bring this one on his platform. Because these dudes' platforms be dead, man. They not who they say they is. And I tell people this all the time, man. I don't believe none of these podcasters and they little corny ass platforms. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why I tell y'all about these dudes like Harlem Legend and China Brim, right? Let's keep it real. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Them dudes is doing the same old two-step. What China Brim and Harlem Legend is doing, I did that shit 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. Come with something new. Like, them niggas ain't, like, come on, they 40-something years old. They ain't talking about no real shit. And they platform is just, come on, come on, that dirty sector. What people did they put on? They ain't put nobody on. I put half of this whole sector that y'all call a dirty sector. I put on majority everybody in this sector. Now the ones that didn't pivot to success, that's on them. But the ones that did become successful, it's because of me. But when you look at that sector, you just look at that whole like them people. I just look at it like these a bunch of old dudes like talking some nonsense. Like, I don't give a fuck about like, no Zip, like Zip with the Drip and Hassan Campbell and 10 Toes Down and 050 China Brim and none of these dudes. You know what my mindset is? Right now in 2020, it was going to be in 2026, me getting a deal. That's what I'm working on. Like, I had a situation before Puff went to jail with Revolt. Y'all didn't know this. But I was going to Revolt World in 2023. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I know, real close to Puff and Revolt. And I was going up there. But what happened was I had a family emergency at the time. And I couldn't go. The person that they wanted me to come so bad because I was getting ready to get the deal. Like, it was to the point I was going to be VIP. It wasn't going to be like all them other niggas. They going in and they trying to hit. No, I was going to be in the VIP section, chopping it up with Puff, getting the situation. It just didn't go according to plan. But, you know, it is what it is. Push past the bummer clock. I've been offered many deals behind the scenes. I don't talk about the industry dudes that I've spoken to behind the scenes that hit me up, that reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, I'm structuring up. You know what I'm saying? I'm structuring up. But what y'all gonna see in a minute, y'all gonna see the creation of something spectacular. All these other dudes that got platforms, they platforms ain't hitting, man. Like, let's keep it real. Look at all these dudes. Nobody give a fuck about Gully TV. Like that fucking boat, like that fucking interview he did with Mark Curry. Like, come on, bro. That was so low budget. Like, who watches Gully? Like, and you could tell this nigga, like, everything that nigga do is low budget. Like, it's no good quality. It's trash. His takes be garbage. It's like, yo, dogs, like, you not even relevant no more. Like, give it up, bro. You need to just face the reality that your career, like, you at a certain age in your life that you 50 plus, it's over for you. You know what I'm saying? You're never gonna make it in hip hop media. Just never gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? I done been at academic studio. You understand what I'm saying? I done did that. You know what I'm saying? I done did a lot of things that most of these niggas ain't do. These dudes don't want to get jobs, man. They don't want to get jobs. China Brim, it's over with. Nigga, you come on, bro. You beating a dead horse. Don't nobody want to hear that shit you or Harlem Legend talking about. Y'all niggas, ain't nobody coming for y'all niggas to get no deals. Let's keep it real. Ain't nobody coming for them niggas to get no deals. Me, I'm working on merch. I'm working on a book series. I'm working on screenplays. I'm working on doing a network for 2026. This is what I'm working on. My website. I'm doing nonprofit programs. It's so much things that I'm working on. These niggas ain't even working on that. They still doing the same old two-step. Zip with the drip. Come on, bro. Let it go, nigga. It ain't, you thought you was gonna pop. It didn't work for you. Everybody don't have it, bro. Everybody want to be a podcaster. Everybody want to be, come on, bro. And with Hassan, this is my thing with him. Like, dog, it's over with. Hassan, this is the thing with Hassan. And I'm going to tell y'all this on my platform, right? Hassan Campbell, right? Because people say, oh, God, you hate Hassan Campbell. I don't hate Hassan Campbell. Let me get that clear to y'all real clear, right? I don't hate Hassan Campbell. My issue with Hassan Campbell, and it's always been my issue with Hassan Campbell, is that he disparaged my character on his platform for no reason, right? To make it seem like I was disloyal and I did something disloyal, which I did not. What happened was Hassan don't tell the truth. I told Hassan, yo, you gotta chill with dissing Troy Ave. I'm doing business with this man, right? Troy Ave, that's my dude. You know what I'm saying? I do business with him. You know what I'm saying? That man put money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? When I wasn't making money at the time, that man put money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what nobody say. We did real business together. And that's still my dude. And we still gonna do some more business together. You understand what I'm saying? So when Hassan is speaking on shit he don't know nothing about, he don't have the details, he just run his mouth, and then he fucking up business, and he put me in a situation, in a predicament. And I can't have that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about relationships. In this world, it's not about what you know, it's who you know in this world. And then you know the right people in this world, you can really get to the next level in life. But when you burning bridges, this is what happened. So Hassan is the type of nigga, he don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll pop shit and then get on the phone and apologize. I don't respect that about that dude. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing with him. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't like the sucker shit he did when you bring 10 toes down on your platform and this dude, you know, put my people's house out there. And had my uncle sit up on his platform and lie on my name. And you got this dude on your platform and you smiling with this dude, and you smiling with Sarnetta, and you saying these dudes is your ops. That's when I had to look at this dude and say to myself, this dude, he fugazi. You know, and it showed more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And then the last conversation I had with him, he told me, yo, you need to do a video on the Hip Hop Museum now. I'm at the time, at the time, I wasn't trying to do none of that. I was trying to build my channel, and this man is telling me some bullshit like that. This man don't even share my videos when I'm doing other content. But you telling me to do some shit like that. That's when I was like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna do my thing, man. I'm not with none of that what this nigga talking about. You know, And it was never no beef with him. It was just like I said, I'm doing my own thing, bro. This man took it personal. He had an issue with what I said. And because he had an issue with what I said, he went on and tried to drag me with Zip with the drip, and then look what happened. Zip with the drip dragged him. You see what I'm saying? You see how life works? You drag somebody, and then the person that you had to drag a person drags you, and y'all start beefing. Come on, man. And that's why I said a lot of them dudes, man, they don't have no loyal bone in their body. You know what I'm saying? He's not a loyal, like, they not loyal. There's not loyalty there. So I just think, you know what, man? I'm a big enough person. I can carry my own weight. I don't need Hassan. I don't need none of these niggas. Y'all see I'm still here. Y'all see my platform. Y'all see it's growing. Come on, man. My platform is been successfully great. These dudes is not loyal individuals, man. You can't stick your neck out for people that you don't have relationships with. Hassan Campbell, like I told you, my step pops told me straight up. He said, "Yo, that dude is flaky, homie." He told me that straight up about Hassan. He said, "Yo, dude is flaky. You gonna see." And he ain't lied. Hassan Campbell is very flaky. Flaky. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look. This man will drag people that he has years and years with in the streets. He'll drag them online. Man has no loyalty to nobody but himself and clout. That man is that man is not a friend. That's why they tell me, "Yo, would you squash it with son?" Nah, I don't got nothing to say about him. You know what I'm saying? As long as he don't say my name, I'm good. But I don't get up on there. If he say something out the way, yeah, I call him out on this shit. But I don't make it my duty to talk about him. You know, because he's a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? He don't live what he preaches. You know what I'm saying? He talks so much about the community, but he don't got no programs in the hood. Come on, bro. Now he want to give out turkeys. Like, come on, bro. You was speaking against giving out turkeys. Now you want to give out turkeys. Come on. You know what I'm saying? It should make that nigga look like a hypocrite. You know? You talk about you don't fuck with street rap, but you play nothing but street rap. Come on, bro. You gotta make that dude make sense. I've been on the phone with that dude. He'll talk ill about people that he's affiliated with. That's not a loyal dude. That's a dude that if he fall out with you, he'll backbite you and talk crazy about you. It's not loyal, bro. That's a dude that's loyal to only himself and himself only. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck about no calls about no kids and none of that. He don't care about none of that. His thing is clout, money, clout. You know, and that's why I tell people I could never. Me and him is different, man. You know, and I tell people that. Mace 10K for interview. I don't know about that, but shout out to Mace though. Mace the homie. Mace definitely the homie. You know what I'm saying? Mace reached out to me. You know, um, that's my guy. I fucks with Mace heavy. Mad love and respect for Mace. Um, respect his business. Respect what him and Cam got. I don't know if he paid that man. I don't know. But what I do know is, you know, Hassan is a capper, man. You know, you can't live your life capping. You know, you know. If it ain't about the money, just say it ain't about the money. But it's about the money with that dude. It ain't never been about helping no. no community, helping no kids, helping nothing, man. This dude said, I remember years ago, he said, yo, for the single mothers, I'ma buy y'all furniture. I'ma buy y'all this, I'ma buy y'all that. And he ain't buy nothing for them. He ain't buy no single mothers, no couches, no nothing. He ain't pay their rent, nothing. You know, and that's why, you know, you see his platform is the way it is. He's not pulling in the numbers that he was pulling in before. You gotta remember, this is a dude that was doing 100,000 views. But he was doing it off of clout chasing. When he does content about himself, y'all see them numbers. If it ain't clout chasing or, let's keep it real, controversial topics, he ain't getting no numbers. Controversy and clout chasing content gives him numbers. Other than that, he don't get no numbers off of real shit. It's real talk. So that's why I tell people, man, like, nah, don't compare me to none of these niggas. I'm different. I'm my own man. Stand on my own 2 feet. We not the same, bro. I don't do celebrity gossip. I don't clout chase. I don't gotta do none of that. Niggas actually respect me. You know, niggas was kind of happy that, oh, yo, you stop fucking with that nigga. Yeah, salute. Like, they don't like, you know. But I'm a fair person, you know. You know, you know. But man, them niggas is trash. They trash, man. You watch all these dudes, man. Just watch these dudes. Zip. Niggas sitting in the house all day on the same couch, smoking blunts, talking dumb shit. Come on, bro. Listen to that nigga. 10 toes down. Messy Bessie nigga. You know what I'm saying? Lying ass nigga. He's a lying ass nigga. A fraud. Straight fraud. But niggas jack this nigga. And let me say this too. I heard you little small YouTube niggas was talking about me. Let me say this again. I'm not mentioning no names, bro. But I'm going to make this clear and you let this nigga know I said it, right? These are the smaller YouTubers that talk about me, right? Y'all got y'all little off-brand YouTube channels, right? Y'all barely be having people in your lives. Y'all might got 20 people watching you, 30 people the minimum, maybe 10, right? And y'all running my name, right? One nigga I know real life, but the rest of these niggas, y'all mentioning my name, bro. We not the same. We not in the same lane. We just don't do the same things. And we don't fuck with the same type of bitches, right? Y'all dudes is clowns. In my book, and just personally, on a real tip, y'all niggas is clowns on the real shit, right? And it's just like the other nigga that's from Jamaica, Queens, that resides in Virginia, that paying niggas that's in jail. His pops was a traffic cop. That nigga's a weirdo, right? And then you got these niggas getting exposed. They wives exposing them for being drug addicts. Dudes getting exposed on here. But yeah, I know I'm watching the fight. These dudes getting exposed. But it was, you know, and it's another nigga, right? Another nigga that was my supporter. This dude, y'all don't know this dude. I'm just saying, a nigga, he used to be on here years ago, right? And he goes on a bitch platform and admit he gay or some shit. Like, I saw the video. I'm like, oh, damn, son. Like, this nigga used to be up here. He was supposed to be a Jersey nigga. And whole accountant. And he risked his whole livelihood, risk his whole relationship with his wife, playing around on his YouTube shit. I told that nigga, yo, stay away from them niggas over there. Nigga ain't listen to me, right? Nigga go over there, lost his fucking mind, lost his wife, lost his job. Nigga go from having a good paying job as an accountant to I don't know what the fuck this nigga do, right? It's another nigga that's online. He got ran off a clubhouse. He used to be on the 100 side. Nigga say he from Brooklyn, right? And some crook, I don't know the nigga name. Crook, whatever that nigga name. Weird old nigga, right? This dude was on this platform speaking about me. I don't fuck with the nigga platform he was on. I don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga was a part of nigga that's locked up. I don't even want to say his name. He's from Jersey too, but he reside in North Carolina. They had some river something. I don't know what that the rest of the shit is. But he's on this nigga platform and he's mentioning my name. I didn't see the video. And I'm trying to figure out, like, dude, why the fuck is you mentioning my name? You was a supporter, nigga. You used to donate to me, right? It was a weird old nigga. You talk all this Brooklyn shit. And you got exposed. Whacking them ran you off a clubhouse. Right? You come on YouTube. You talking big Don Dada shit. Right? And you ain't no Don Dada, nigga. Cause you got exposed. Niggas play with you like a bitch. Right? That's my thing. Like, you got played like a bitch. And then you try to violate. They ran him off. They ran him off the app. So they ran him off the app. Right? He gets ran off the app. He goes on, he comes on YouTube. And I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching it right now, man. It's on my I don't wanna get hit, but I'm watching the fight on my TV when I'm talking. In fact, Zeph. But they ran him off the app and he came on YouTube speaking my name. Like, why is you speaking my name, dude? Like, I don't talk about you. I don't, like I tell people, I don't watch dirty sector of YouTube content. That's just like I don't watch beef sector. I don't watch none of you YouTube niggas. I don't. I don't. I don't. If it ain't nothing thought provoking or ain't nothing that attracts the mind, I don't watch none of you dudes. I want y'all niggas to understand that. Please listen to me closely. Bullets Gotti don't watch none of y'all niggas. I don't like none of y'all niggas. I don't watch none of you niggas. I think a lot of y'all dudes is corny. But the ones I do, I do. The ones I don't, I don't. You know? Nah, I don't watch YouTube, bro. I don't. I actually, yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Since I've been on YouTube, I only watched a select few of channels. I rarely watch niggas' channels. Like if it was a topic that was thought provoking, I'll watch it. But if it did spark my interest, I don't watch niggas. Seriously, I don't watch niggas. Like niggas used to think I watch her song. I ain't watch all her song content. I watch shit that was like, okay, it was thought provoking, I watch it. But if it wasn't like it didn't catch my it spark my interest, I don't watch it. I'm just like that. Uh, Shit don't spark my interest, I don't watch it. Cause niggas be boring to me, and niggas don't be entertaining. See, I'm entertaining. I could watch myself all day. I could watch all my videos all day. Cause I'm an entertaining ass nigga. And I talk real shit. So my content is 10 to 1 better than a lot of niggas' content. You know? So I don't watch a lot of people. I don't like watching people. I just don't. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I just don't. I think people are boring. So like the dirty sector niggas, if niggas don't tell me that they talking about me or tell me that they speaking, I don't watch them niggas. I don't know what them niggas be doing. There's people that reach out and send me videos that, oh, yo, this such and such talking about you. I don't watch them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I like shit that's funny and I like shit that's entertaining. Yeah. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm trying to get my bro Pusha G's on YouTube, son. I don't know if y'all know about my bro Pusha G's, but my son got that outside shit. And that's my childhood. That's my childhood friend. I grew up with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? My moms and his moms is best friends. Real talk. Real talk. So we grew up together, right? And when I see the bro doing what he doing on the internet, I say, yo, you gotta come to fucking YouTube, my nigga. Cause that movement that you got, my nigga, that shit'll blow the fuck up on YouTube. I already know. My nigga could take off. You know what I'm saying? I know. I tell certain people, I say, yo, your shit'll take off. You just gotta find your niche. Niggas don't find a niche. Niggas just wanna be messy Bessie niggas. And that don't last forever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Look at a lot of these niggas, man. I've been here longer than a lot of you niggas, bro. I seen niggas come and I seen niggas go. And a lot of niggas done came and a lot of niggas done went. You heard? Look at Ice Corleone, for example. That nigga locked up right now. Right? That nigga had a whole platform doing his thing. That nigga right now, he in jail right now. Yeah, he in jail for guns and drugs. He in jail. He in jail for guns and drugs in Florida. So that's a nigga that he had a platform and he in jail for guns and drugs. Right? Then you got then you got, you know, Bosley. He's locked up. Corleone. Not as Oso Bosley. He locked up. You know. He locked up in jail right now. And the crazy part is he did that to himself. He did that to himself. You know, he's in jail for being a fucking fuckboy addict. You know, and I be trying to tell people, man, like the internet shows you who gonna last on here and who gonna fail. Me personally, I showed y'all. I've been doing this since 2018. Chris Kidd. See, I Smoke Hip Hop got mad because I gave Chris Kidd his flowers, right? Let me explain something to you. I'm gonna explain something to I Smoke Hip Hop and whoever listening. Chris Kidd is in jail for what he in jail for. That's none of my business. But Chris Kidd is the reason why I picked up this phone and started fucking doing YouTube. Chris Kidd is the reason why I got on a YouTube platform. I ain't never wanted to do YouTube. That man told me, yo, I got a podcast. The studio's on Chambers Street in Manhattan. What you doing on Sunday? And the rest was history. I give that man his flowers because 7 years ago when he told me to come on his platform, that shit changed my life. Do y'all know, before I went on that platform, I was supposed to be in Johnstown, PA. Real talk. I was supposed to be in Johnstown, PA, doing some illegal shit, right? Hustling. That man saved my life from going and taking a trip to Johnstown to do some hustling to getting on YouTube, right? And doing what I'm doing right now. So I could never bite the hand that feed me or not give the man the flowers who made me who I fucking am. I'm just sorry. That man opened the doors for me. Now, I basically advanced over him. I became bigger than Chris Kidd, but Chris Kidd opened the doors for me. Nah, I wasn't gonna be no thing. Let me say something, man. Me and Chris Kidd was doing some business, and I'm thank God that the shit didn't go through. That's all I'm gonna say. And it had nothing to do with what his case was. It had something to do with some other shit, you know. And everything happened for a reason, bro. Everything happened for a reason, bro. Everything happened for a reason, you know. Um, we fell out on for a reason, you know. He killed that platform. We had something beautiful, bro. Ego, his ego killed the whole platform. Me, him, and G Star, we had something beautiful, bro. You know, but the dude that's from Connecticut that live in Pennsylvania, he fucked up that power dynamic we had though. You know, he the one that told that nigga that, and that's how I got kicked off the podcast. So I got kicked off the podcast because he told a nigga. I ain't hold no grudges. I let it go, but I never forgot that. You know, and I still don't forget that. You know, but yeah, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold no grudges with nobody, man. I don't got no issues with that nigga. You know? Me and Chris Kidd issues was some petty shit anyway. We was kind of cool, me and that nigga. We had a good rapport, like a good solid rapport. Um, we used to talk, me, him, and G Star every night, bro. So it was kind of hurt me when the nigga flipped on me the way he did. But you know that be how life be, man. But I'm glad it happened the way it did because what it did was it prepared me for the moment that became of me now. Just look, I'm a fucking legendary YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, my nigga. I went from being on a podcast to having my own platform to doing multiple podcasts. You know, to being known through the internet. You know, yeah, you a hater, but I ain't mad at you. Like Pac said, I ain't mad at you. Yo, you know what's so crazy about niggas on the internet? I said this on the clubhouse shit. Yo, niggas be hating me so much, bro, that I don't understand why can people hate one man like myself. And the crazy part is, I never understood what I've done to a lot of these people on the internet. You know, for them to have so much animosity for a nigga. Like, if something don't apply, let it fly. But people got animosity, and they so hung up on trying to expose. Do a whole lot of shit, but it ain't working, son. You know? Say sorry to her son. I would never say sorry to her son. And why would I? I don't get that logic. Why should I say sorry to a man that violated me? What are you talking about? That man violated me on YouTube. I didn't violate that man. Did you watch the live? He went on a dude platform. The dude that's from Connecticut that live in Philly. He went on that dude platform and disparaged me. When I told that man repeatedly, I'm not here for no beefing. I'm not doing no back and forth. And I'm leaving the platform if you gonna let him on. Okay? He came on there. He didn't say no positive. He went in crazy on me. So, yeah, that's what y'all niggas want to believe in. That's what y'all niggas want to believe in. YouTube is a crazy place. Yo, the K Flock shit. They gave him 30 years. 25, but they gave him 30 years, right? I spoke about it the other day. I mean, niggas, I think niggas need to leave that alone. That Cam and Doc thing, I think niggas need to leave that alone. I think Cam and Doc, I don't know if they can squash it or whatever. Everything need to just have a conversation. Because that is a thing, that's a topic that need to be left alone. You know? A lot of people lost their life. A lot of people is dead and gone. Family grieving. Let that go. He helped you out. You was struggling YouTuber. First of all, Hassan Campbell never helped me out. Where do you niggas get this from? That's a lie. That's a lie, brother. He never helped me out. Let me explain something to you, right? When I linked up with Hassan Campbell, super salute, bro. Gambian salute. These is dudes that have been watching me for a long time. When me and Hassan linked up, did he help my channel out? Or my channel was already flourishing and I was doing numbers before he came on my platform? Cause I'm really trying to figure out where do y'all niggas get this Hassan help Bullets Gotti out? Cause that never was the case. Okay? I was doing 59,000 views, 100,000 views, okay, by myself. Okay? My first channel. Okay? I had videos on my first channel where I did 500,000 views. I didn't have no Hassan help. Okay? Man, never, like, I don't know where niggas get that from. But I was doing 100, I was doing 100, I was doing a 200, 300, hundreds of views with or without the nigga. That's what people gotta understand. I was doing that with or without her song. Yeah, he'll come do, but you gotta tell other niggas that came on here. Cause when Snow Billy came up here, I did numbers. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do Gene Deal live, but it was some shit that was going on that fucked that up. But we was able to do the live on IG. But I had Sean Branch. We did like 600 people watching me. You know, I don't know when niggas. I don't care if he mentioned me, bro. Like, y'all gotta understand something, right? Yeah, he mentioned me, right? But that didn't give me no subscribers, bro. Most of my subscribers came from my content. It didn't come from a song Campbell. You know? I don't know where people get this. My subscribers came from a song Campbell. If you didn't watch me early, cool. But if you watch me early, you know that all my subscribers and all my views came from my content. It didn't come from no song Campbell. See, I'm not like the nigga from Virginia, the South Side nigga from Virginia. Alright? I'm not Wax Dog. Okay? You could say a Wax Dog, he helped. Okay? You could say a Derek C. Williams, he helped. Alright? You could say a Queen's Throne, he helped. You could say a Snap Turtle, he may help. Right? You could say a 10 Toes and China Brim. You can't say that with me. I have my own fan base. I don't know where niggas get all these lies. See, niggas manipulate shit and they make you believe the propaganda. You know? But that nigga ain't never helped my channel. Like, where y'all niggas get that from? He helped my channel. Like, I helped my own self out. I had a Cameron video, a classic Cameron video that did 200,000 on my channel. You understand what I'm saying? A song Campbell ain't the reason for that. I went to Clubhouse. I brought Hassan over there. That audio with Whack 100, it went viral because of me. J-Rock came in my room because I played the audio. It didn't go viral because of Hassan Campbell. You gotta say something, bro. Like, I'm a marketing fucking genius, bro. These other niggas ain't no marketing genius, bro. So when they talk about, oh, Hassan ain't never built me, nigga. I built myself. My channel is self-made, nigga. That's why I got 900. That's why I got 192 subscribers, bro. Everybody that Hassan say he supposedly put on, they should have the same amount of subscribers I got. All right? Who said I can't go viral? I got a video that did 58 million views. I had a bunch of videos on my channel that went viral. What are you talking about? I can't go viral. I could go viral. I'll go viral if I want to. Where y'all niggas get this? I can't go viral. I've been going viral. Been going viral since I've been on YouTube, bro. I don't know where y'all niggas get. I can't go viral. These niggas went viral on my name. That's what I'm saying. Y'all dudes be coming late to the party and y'all don't be knowing what y'all be talking about. Y'all don't be knowing what y'all be talking about. All right? And y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that, man. I told my going viral, nigga. I've been going viral since I've been on here. So that ain't the reason why I went viral. I went viral on my own. You know? You know what I'm saying? I helped out Hassan to go 400,000 subscribers. I brought him to Clubhouse. His channel was dying, bro. Kwame Brown was killing him. I was that nigga marketing team, bro. Y'all niggas got it fucked up, bro. I'm the brains. I was the brains behind that operation, bro. Real talk. That's why when people be talking, bro, y'all gotta stop, man. You know what I'm saying? If a song could had so much power to make niggas great, he would make another famous YouTuber. All right? Where's these other YouTubers? Where's these viral YouTubers? Like, y'all believe this man, right? That's why I ask people all the time. All right. So everybody that's a song supposedly got hot and all that, right? He can make YouTubers. He said, what? I'll make another nigga that surpass Bullis Gotti. Where that YouTuber at? He ain't got no other YouTubers. Because he can't make no YouTubers. He hasn't made no stars. Harlem Legend came from me, my nigga. Harlem Legend was my moderator for 2 years. For 2 years. Harlem Legend, the reason why his platform did what it did was because of me helping out his platform. A lot of these niggas came from me. Okay? That ain't no cap. That's a fact. Harlem Legend came from my platform, bruh. Anybody that's on my platform that supported me will tell you Harlem Legend came from me. Death for the Clout Chaser. His platform came from me. None of these niggas would have had the support if it wasn't for my supporters. So, I don't know where y'all people be talking this Hassan this and Hassan that. Y'all niggas is manipulating. Y'all fell for the okie doke. The okie doke is the okie doke. I don't gotta lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I tell y'all the facts. You know what I'm saying? You know, I tell y'all the facts. You know, I tell y'all the facts. You know? You know? Yeah, they all ate off of me. You know? They all ate off of me. How they surpass me, bro? I got 190,000 subscribers. How did they surpass me? I got more subs than Chuck. I got more subs than Harlem Legend. 050. How did they surpass me? Surpassing a person, you gotta have more subs than them. Like, they didn't surpass me. They never surpassed me. I'm not chasing no views. Cause at the end, when this live is over with, you gonna see the numbers. So what is people talking about, bro? Like, that's the thing. I don't get what people talk about. Yo, nigga, surpass you. To surpass somebody, you gotta have the subs that the person got. More subs than them. Like, I don't know what niggas talking about. It don't mean they better. I got other shit I'm working on, man. What were you talking about? Yo, bro. Y'all niggas, this the thing with y'all niggas on it. Y'all niggas that be watching, bro. A lot of y'all niggas don't know what y'all be fucking talking about, bro. You know? And a lot of y'all be on YouTube. Y'all just be listening and don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. All right? All right? Yo, bro, you talking about them being mentioned on Vlad, on Tony Hill. Bro, my name was mentioned on Vlad, bro. What are you talking about, bro? This is my thing where I don't get what y'all dudes. My name been mentioned on Vlad. My content is mentioned on Vlad. Okay? You talking about Hassan. You talking about Hassan and Harlem Legend, them niggas being. So if they was mentioned on Vlad, right? And I've been mentioning on No Jumper. I've been mentioning on Joe Budden. I've been mentioning on Vlad. I've been mentioning on academics. I've been mentioning on a lot of platforms, right? If they was so much, they was popping. All right. If they Vlad don't shout out nobody, bro. So what are you talking about? Vlad don't shout out nobody, young. If you watch, if you watch the video, right? Wack did an interview with Vlad, and he talked about dude being mentioned as an agent over there, right? Right? The room that he was talking about with Vlad on the platform was my room. The female that was my moderator on the stage was the one that called Vlad a fag. And they talked about it. Vlad don't gotta mention my name. My content came up on his platform. Numerous of times my content has came up on his platform. So I don't know what y'all dudes be talking about, bro. I don't know what y'all dudes be thinking. Like y'all dudes, like I always say, man, y'all talk about niggas getting shouted out and being mentioned, but let's keep it real. Like, let's look at it like this, right? None of these dudes platforms is doing so much great like y'all think it is. All right? Let's look at all these dudes' channels, right? What is Harlem Legend and 050, they still talking the same shit. None of them is blue pass. They ain't getting no deals. Nobody is contacting them for no deals. Zip ain't getting no deals. Zip tried a podcast and it didn't work. My podcast that I did, shout out my brother Q Butter. My shit that I did with Rapmatic is all over fucking TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I'm not understanding how I'm doing, how I'm not popping, and my shit is all over the net. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. You know, it's a difference. Hold on 1 second though. Yeah, so it's like they platforms is trash. Well, that's your opinion. You saying it's trash, but how is it trash when everybody want to be on a platform? It can't be trash when dudes is reaching out to be on the platform. You saying Rapmatic is trash, but we went viral every interview we done. So how is it trash? I'm trying to understand it. See, I don't get y'all dudes that be hating and just be saying shit. Cause y'all niggas just be saying shit, right? Like I don't understand that. What y'all niggas be talking about? It's trash, right? So niggas went viral not once, not twice, but multiple times off of content, right? We do something right now, we'll go viral. If we get a guest right now, we'll go viral. China Brim and none of them flunky niggas, those is low budget niggas. They ain't going viral. Gully TV not going viral. Okay? Hassan not going viral. None of them dudes is going viral. Let's keep it real. Harlem Legend, China Brim, Zip, 10 Toes, none of them going viral. Math Hoffa, none of them. They platforms is dead. We killed Math Hoffa's platform. All right? With the Sub-Zero interview. I don't get with y'all niggas with the nonsense to believe that these dudes is popping. Because they not popping. Right? I don't get what y'all dudes is talking about. Because when I look at a lot of these YouTubers and I look at their platforms and I watch them, they not even entertaining. They not entertaining. It's just, they in the way. You know? First of all, I don't even talk about Hassan. What are you talking about? I don't do no videos on Hassan Campbell. Did you watch any of my last videos? Was any of my videos about Hassan Campbell? And as far as Maino was in the, I was talking about what's on the platform. I don't know what you talking about, bro. Talking about Maino. I don't talk about Maino like that. You know what I'm saying? See, y'all dudes keep saying that, and y'all not saying facts. Okay? Y'all not saying facts. Because if what you saying was facts, you would see a video. You know? But, hey, it is what it is, bro. You need to go on these other dudes' platforms and tell them that, young one. He is broke and trash. What are you saying? He is broke. A nigga just told him he's broke. What are you talking about? Didn't you just hear what 50 just said? He don't got, like, what are you talking about? He had a podcast, right, that didn't do nothing. Kitchen Talk. He's on the radio with Angela Yee, right? He's doing a podcast with Jim Jones. They don't, yo, bro, you can't tell me who the fuck I am, bro. You on my platform, bro. All right? First of all, they can't even pay the rent of the damn studio. What are we talking about? Don't that nigga be dissing people? What are you talking about, bro? I know more about dude than you do. Okay? You just talking from a, not even from of knowing him. You don't even know the dude. All right? You don't even know the dude. My people actually knows the dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about 200K. Bro, you don't know what I know. Okay? You don't know what I know. And in fact, you just a fucking fan. All right? You just a fucking fan. But I got you, though. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking clown. Niggas be talking in my fucking platform. Like, come on, bro. How the fuck you gonna tell me what I don't know? Like, nigga, it's my thing, right? It's another thing, right? If you gonna be a hater, my nigga, and you gonna be on my platform and you just gonna hate, bro, why come on my platform and type in my shit? You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta start blocking these hating ass niggas, cause these niggas' opinions don't matter, bro. They don't matter to me. They don't matter to me. I don't get where a nigga that's a hater, your opinion is so important. Like, your opinion is not important, nigga. You the peanut gallery. Not important. You're not important to me. You know what I'm saying? You know that song by Raheem Devon? They hate, they wanna, I don't care. You don't care. All right? So, when you got these hating ass dudes that be on the internet, and this is their life, the troll, I don't pay you niggas no mind. I'm not Hassan Campbell. You ain't gonna get me out of my character to argue with no trolls. That's that nigga that's that nigga life. He needs you niggas to eat. I don't need you niggas. I just block you niggas and keep it pushing. I got a bunch of niggas that's blocked on my channel, and they staying blocked on my channel. And I don't need y'all niggas. Y'all niggas, you want to be a negative Nancy? Then you get blocked. Simple and plain. Yeah, man. What's your negative Nancy, man? Oh, come on, a nigga channel popping shit. Like, come on, bro. That's just weirdo shit. That's weirdo nigga behavior. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like a nigga. I ain't coming on a nigga channel if I don't like a nigga. Y'all niggas be weird. You know? Hey, this is what it is. But yeah, that shit with the K Flock shit though. They had a nigga 25 years or 30 years. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Them niggas failed they failed K Flock. Let me talk. K Flock should not be in jail. But the reason why he's in jail is because them dudes that say they OGs, they say they fuck with that little nigga, and he the little bro. They let that nigga crash to the point he lost a record deal, right? And he lost his freedom, right? And he gonna die in jail. Or he gonna come home. He ain't gonna die in jail, but he gonna come home. And he ain't gonna have nothing. Cause who knows, 20, 25 years, 30 years from now, niggas ain't gonna be rapping no more. And he ain't make no money in the game. You know? I told niggas. I say, yo, K Flock ain't getting no less time. Them crackers gonna throw a book at him. And they damn sure did that. Judge had no mercy for the dude. He had no mercy for that little dude, K Flock. Judge said, y'all celebrate. He said in the paperwork, he said, y'all celebrate spinning and killing. And that right there just showed. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. You know, he said, you celebrate spinning and killing. And the thing is, I said, yo, they said, yo, but he got a couple charges dropped, and he gonna come home. He gonna get like a 15 piece. I'm like, They not gonna give him no 15. They gonna give him 25, or they gonna give him 30. They not giving him no 15 years. Not at all. They gotta make an example out of him. And that's what the judge did. And the judge told him, you was celebrating murder, and you was spinning, and all what you was doing, you wasn't remorseful. And them judges, they feel you ain't remorseful, they're gonna make you feel it. And they had to make him feel it. So they gave him the time they gave him. And you know, young boy in jail. And his career's over. Because he ain't never gonna see the light of day again. Now he gotta be in there with all them grown men. Why? Because he was at the wrong place at the wrong time, where he should have never been there. We gotta deal with Capitol Records. Why is you in Sugar Hill in Harlem when you got a record deal with Capitol Records? You know? And his circle wasn't no better because they ain't protect his interests. Now dudes want to do all videos talking about, yo, free K-Flock. But y'all failed K-Flock. Y'all failed him. He wouldn't be in jail doing the time he doing if y'all ain't. Y'all was being men and telling him, yo, shorty, you got potential. You don't need to be out here getting into no chaos. You need to be keeping focused, doing music, and staying to that. Leave the streets alone. But they didn't care for his. They didn't care for his best interest. They care about he's spinning. He on gangster timing, and that's what they wanted him on, gangster timing. And now look, he doing 25 years plus 30. You know, all for what? For a rap, for some records. Come on, bro. And the record labels don't care because what people don't understand is there's 20 K-Flocks out here. Ain't nothing special about K-Flock. Because they could make a K-Flock any day. From any different region of America. They can get a K-Flock from Philly. They can get a K-Flock from Baltimore, from Atlanta. They can get a K-Flock type nigga. They don't have to be New York. They can get a K-Flock from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't special. If he was special, he would have better legal team, better legal offense. He wasn't special. He was a liability that was a tax write-off. And they did what most labels do. You know? What you mean not really the Bronx is special? Bro, them record labels don't give a fuck about no rappers from the Bronx, bro. They don't give a fuck about artists from the Bronx. You know? What you gotta understand is the Bronx is the Bronx. They don't care. It don't matter to them about no black rappers from the trenches. K Flock was just a nigga from the hood that made music that they wanted to back, but they knew he was a liability. So once they seen he was not an asset and he was a liability, they didn't give two fucks about it. They ain't come and get him. They ain't dropped the bag for the best legal defense. They ain't even work. They ain't even go hard for him. They just let him die in there. Let him lose and let him get sentenced to 25 to 30 years in prison. That just shows you right there that he wasn't an asset to them. His career is over, you know? But his career is over because he had the wrong people around him and they didn't care for his best interest. You know what I'm saying? So now he has to live with the fact that he don't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had no ass, no real premium. He ain't had no ass. He ain't get no pussy, no prime pussy, you know. He ain't get to live life. He ain't get to grow. He ain't get to grow out here older. He growing in there. So he ain't get to do nothing. He ain't get to do nothing. So in his life is just all the way finished and fucked up. Cause he back in the cage. His cousin, on the other hand, D thing, he doing better than him. Yeah, he got arrested, but at least he ain't got 30 years in the feds. At least he is out here moving around, living life. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, he sitting in the cage, gonna be with men the rest of his life. Fighting and getting and getting old in prison. He getting old in prison. Come on, man. That's the worst. That's the worst. That's the worst. See, these niggas don't understand, bro. And this is a true saying, man. Everybody that come with you can't go with you, bro. And these niggas they never gonna understand that. They never gonna understand that. You see, but it took Bobby Smurder to go to jail to understand that everybody can't go with you. You see him now? He don't got none of them dudes that was with him. Niggas is like, yo, Bobby messed up, man. He should have never dropped the gang, bro. Nah. He understand that everybody can't go with you. And right now, he's not moving with any of those dudes. Cause he know they the reason why he got incarcerated. You know? You the bag, these dudes is liabilities. They not the bag. They supposed to protect the bag. And in today's society, these niggas don't give a fuck about protecting no bag. They care about protecting themselves. Knowing that a dude go to jail, nobody gonna eat. Nobody family gonna eat. Everybody gonna be in poverty. But hey, it's the mentality. Niggas is just stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? You either grow or you part of the problem. Part of the problem. Now, Fivio Foreman need to shut up, bro. I heard what he said about the drill shit. He just need to shut up, bro. Like Bobby, like Pop brother exposed him. He ain't never went to. Pop had they issues to the point where Pop had to put hands on him at Powerhouse. So I'm not surprised he ain't go visit him. Stupid rap. You know, it's crazy. You know, just like the Gunner shit. Look at the Gunner and two and yeah. Um, when it come to the and I'm gonna say this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about. When it come to Gunner and 21 Savage and Young Thug, that situation is crazy, right? Because Savage and Thug did bad, right? But niggas is talking about F the streets, right? But they want to attack Gunner, who not only did music with the nigga Thug, but this is a dude that y'all was cool. But now it's F the streets. You doing songs with Lucci, that's cool. You doing songs with Lucci, that's cool. But how you gonna be standoffish with Gunner? That don't make no sense to me. But that just shows you that these dudes, they don't got no loyalty in their bones. They just suckers. Straight like that. And that just show you like Gunner as a whole, Gunner is the realest. Cause he ain't even stressing what boy talking about. But Thug career is over with. And 21 career is over with. That they mad and they want to talk about after streets. Come on, man. Niggas got exposed and now they doing bad, bro. But it is what it is, man. It's your boy